Hari Om.
I now request our President, Professor Dr. Sripath Hegde, to welcome the participants. Just to remind you all that our third issue of Homeo Sandesh, which was launched, which was released on the National Seminar Day, it is available on our KQHDA website, that is www.kqhda.com. We have been uploading all our past recordings, past CME videos on our Facebook page. So you all can log into our Facebook page, which is kqhda.india, and check all our old CMEs. The recordings are available on the Facebook page. Hegde sir. The third issue, Homeo Sandesh quiz, although the last date was mentioned as April 30th, the quiz competition date has extended to May 30th. So I will be sharing the quiz page on the WhatsApp groups, that is Life Members Group as well as the CME groups. Request all to have active participation and answer the quiz. The winners will be, the names will be displayed of the winners in our next Homeo Sandesh issue. So after today's meeting, the quiz page will be released, will be shared on the WhatsApp page.
For the CME program. Today's speaker has some technical issues, so he's joining us. I welcome you all, and just spare 2 minutes and we can continue the session.
Friends, until our further this thing, just I wanted to brief about our previous National Homeopathy Conference. So we had last month on 10th April 2022, we celebrated our founder's birthday as a World Homeopathic Day, and we had a national level essay competition, and we awarded the excellent academic people, the students, and even we given a Homeo Acharya award. And the celebration was witnessed by more than 200 doctors. It was almost 250 participants were there. The program was well organized, and we had a wonderful resource people. We have the totally 5 speakers on that day. Dr. Venkataramanan from Chennai, who was the main speaker, who gave the importance of the pathological prescription on that day with a wonderful cases. And he's a wonderful clinician. He is known for his practice more than 3 decades. He is a good practitioner, and with all the cases, so he showed the role of the homeopathy prescription on the pathological conditions, and some beautiful analogy also you showed, and that is followed with Dr. Nagendra Babu, then our Dr. Chirant, Dr. Trupti Pai, Dr. Manisha Chopra, all these speakers with the clinical cases, evidence-based cases. They wonderfully presented cases, and the participants are so happy with the cases and the presentation. So we got a wonderful reviews also regarding the speakers and the cases. So they were telling, sir, we look forward for this type of seminars and the programs. And as you all know, KQHDA is known for the academic things. And for almost last 30 years, without even a break. So we done our regular CME every month, first Sunday, irrespective of the venue. Venue may keep changing. Okay, sometimes online, offline, even in this COVID time, with this much of the restriction in the movements also, without a single gap, taken a break in the single month, we did our CMEs. Actually, during the Corona time, we did more than our regular one. Sometimes we used to have more than one CME in a month. 2-3 CMEs also we conducted. With all your support, you are all instrumental for the success of our KQSDA and the way we conducted the seminars, conferences. And next month, in the month of July 2nd, we are planning to go to Lucknow, where the National Homeopathy Conference is organized. So who are all interested to join us, it is on July 2nd and 3rd. July 2nd and 3rd, please make a note on the dates. So who are all interested to join us, you can contact me or our President, Dr. Sripad Agade sir, or so we three are going. So who are all joining us, please let us know. So these are the occasion where we can meet the different resource persons from different places, the homeopathic doctors. See this north and south link. So it's only the geographical this thing. Otherwise, we are all homeopathic doctors, Indian homeopaths. But you can meet, you can see that culture and the hospitality. And when we go, automatically when we conduct, they reciprocate. Okay. So after Dr. Anirudh Verma's loss, this thing, first time they are conducting without Anirudh Verma, but that whole conference in the name of Dr. Anirudh Verma. So I request all of you to join us for the July 2nd and 3rd program. So who are all interested, let me know in advance, because we have to book the flight well in advance, then only we'll get the better this thing. So otherwise you can independently plan for it. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Trupti.
Thank you, sir. Shilpa, over to you.
Thank you, Swami sir, for briefing up about the World Homeopathy Day celebration that we did last month. I now call upon our President, Dr. Sripad Agade sir, to say a few words.
Yeah, it is open. I am very happy to welcome you all for the meeting. I don't know, our resource person had some emergency, it seems. He may join us. Let us wait. I don't know what went wrong. By that time, I would like to say that all of us who are all here, we can have an open discussion on certain issues or whatever you feel that can be discussed. And all the persons, you unmute Dr. Trupti, and they can keep their video also open. And any issues related.
Sir, there is a small suggestion. Agade sir.
Yeah.
There is a small suggestion, sir, from my side. If you feel it is relevant, you can take this topic. The relevance of homeopathic medicine for the fourth wave of COVID. We are not this thing. We are expecting, telling that we may get a fourth wave. Each and every one, their opinions are their concern, or if they know what are the remedies which is helping in their clinic. So I think we can share their experiences. What do you say, sir?
Yeah, that's also a good idea, because now we have to face the fourth wave, which is on the way, they say. But still, I have a strong belief that it is not a fourth wave. It's already the viruses were there inside, and it is going to become active again. When we give an opportunity, when our immune system goes down, naturally we'll give an opportunity for any virus like that. This virus infection, still it is existing here in India, and that is seeking an opportunity, and it may come up again. See, with that context, we should ready for ourselves. And we have a challenges, like number one is already we have given the immune booster. Whether the same immune booster will help us to control or prevent, or which will improve the immune system of the patients. That's number one. Number two, after the vaccination, whether the first dose or the second dose or a booster dose, what is the role of the same immune booster, whether it will be of some use or we have to see some other medicine as an immune booster. And number third question comes whether the different areas, different expressions will come. See, even today I have seen that some of the patients, they have started telling that they have all the clinical features, means the symptoms and the signs of COVID, though it is not very severe, but what they have suffered during the second wave, that expressions are coming with many patients. See, with these, so many things are coming up as a challenges. And we have seen, even for example, I think all you may agree with me, and you also had that experience that after the COVID-2 severe infections and after the vaccination, we have seen many patients, they have developed the diabetes. That's the first one. Then some, they have developed some kidney disorders. Some, they have developed the other hormone changes. All these things are really a challenge for us. Then what is the approach? How we have to go ahead with that? This is really where one has to think. And they are actually fed up with the too many medications at a time. And naturally, patients seek some guidance from the homeopathic doctors. Then what is our view? What advice we can give? Is open.
Request participants to unmute and answer or ask queries. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, first of all, we have to recognize the new set of acute symptoms of this COVID. No, so far I have not noticed that. But if anybody is known about those symptoms, we can just think of.
In my clinical practice, nowadays I'm seeing a lot of cases of the gastritis type of symptoms. So especially the cholera type of symptoms, the loose motions, vomiting, stomach pain. So the loose motions are almost like a rice watery type of this thing I'm seeing. And people are also getting, similar symptoms of food poisoning type and thyroid type, the typhoid type of symptoms. These are the symptoms, acute symptoms, that cases. So I don't know when we send it for the COVID, either it will come positive or negative, because majority of the patients are hesitant to go for a test. Even all the cases which come with a fever, I always tell them in this season you have to go for a COVID test. But a lot of patients has the reluctance to go for test. But they are responding well with our medicines. So on symptom similarity basis, majority of them like an RNA, camphor, Bertram, and brain, this type of medicines are helping. So again, depending on the case to case and symptoms from this one, but it is almost, I don't know, if we send it for the test, it may come negative or positive, we don't know. But generally what I say is I ask them to go, at least when they come for next follow-up, I ask them to bring the COVID test. So many times what happens over the phone, no, actually after taking these medicines, within 2 days, 3 days, we are better. Not. This is from my side.
Sir, I just, Dr. Kolli has, yes, Dr. Kolli.
Yeah, you just take him.
Yeah,
Swami, 1 minute.
He's in, sir. No, he's in, he's already in.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, I talked to him and he's joining us. He was in confusion. He was in the impression that it is at 6 o'clock. There was some communication this thing. He's joining us, Hilparidi.
No, he joined.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahesh Kolli, under the name of Dr. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it, yes. Sir, please unmute and turn on your video, please. Okay.
I think this is my privilege that today KQSG has given me a chance to introduce the resource person of today's CME, Dr. Kolli Raju. Graduated from Dr. Gururaj Government Homeopathy Medical College and Hospital, Gudivada, Andhra Pradesh. Post-graduation from Sri Sainath PG Institute of Homeopathy, Allahabad. Sir joined Central Council of Research Homeopathy as Assistant Research Officer in 1992. In one of his postings, Sir also has worked in Karnataka, that is Udupi. At present, working as scientist and officer in charge, Homeopathy Research Institute for Disabilities in Chennai. And a few of the completed projects include projects on tonsillitis, warts, diabetes mellitus, drug validation, dyslipidemia. And presently, Sir is working on autism spectrum disorder. Sir has credit of publishing several articles in national and international journals. Sir, we are pleased to have you here today and looking forward for the enlightening session, sir. Please take over.
And Shilpa, topic, today's topic also. You have to
No, he's getting ready.
Today's topic of CME is importance of pharmacovigilance for Ayush practitioners. On this topic, sir will be talking.
Yeah, we are very happy to welcome Dr. Kolli Raju, who is a very senior research scientist who was working for Central Council of Research in Homeopathy. And I know in the Chennai, he did a lot of work for the disabled persons. And today he is with us. That is a great pleasure. And now also after retirement, he joined back as a regional research institute of homeopathy in the Dr. GGH Medical College campus, Gudivada, where he is doing a lot of research work on so many other issues and guiding so many other persons also. And very interesting topic today, because we don't know the importance of preservation and prescription and side effects, or what are all the other means, what I say, the side effects or other effects of the medicines were not bothered, we just simply prescribe. That's why to caution that, or as well as to bring the awareness and making a sensitive to the pharmacovigilance. And he is with us today. Dr. Kolli Raju, we are very happy to welcome you to this platform.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for the introduction. A very big shots are there here in this platform. Dr. B.D. Patel and Panduranga and HL Swamiji, both bada लोग हैं sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. ధన్యవాదములు.
శుభమధ్యాహ్నం అంటే తెలుగులో గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. అవును సార్, తెలుసు సార్. ధన్యవాదములు మీకు కూడా.
స్వాగతం.
Right, sir. So I am very happy to participate in this program. This organized by the Karnataka Qualified Homeopathy Doctors. PPT. So recently, Dr. Hegde is with me, and we met in that last month also, and he requested me for this program. So I have given my consent. Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Yeah, very much, please.
So can you able to see these things, sir? Slide.
You share again, sir.
Okay, now, sir.
Yeah, sir. Now it is visible. You can expand.
Yes, sir. So this is about this pharmacovigilance and its importance for the Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, Homeopathy and Savarigpa system. Recently, this Savarigpa system also introduced by the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India.
So you can make it full screen.
Yes, madam. This tap right. Okay. So is it clear, madam? Now?
Yes.
So let us go.
Yeah, it is clear.
You make it full screen.
Yes, sir. Full only. We did full only, sir. Screen. So as defined by the World Health Organization, pharmacovigilance is the science, and here it is blocking. 1 minute, sir. Yes, there is true. Somewhat it is not clear fully. Yeah. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. స్మార్ట్ ఇదిగా ఉంది కొంచెం చేయాలి కదా ఇది పోనీ లేకపోతే ఇది తీసి రైట్ assessment understanding and prevention of adverse events or any other possible related problems. There is another definition. What is pharmacovigilance? Pharmacovigilance is the science of collecting, monitoring, researching, assessing and evaluating information from healthcare providers and patients on the adverse effects of medications, biological products, blood products, herbals, vaccines, medical devices, traditional and complementary medicines. So let us go to the now the brief history on pharmacovigilance. Global history. First, let us know etymology. Pharmacon means it's a Greek word originated medicinal substance. Vigila, Latin, we know that to keep a watch is called as pharmacovigilance. On January 29, 1848, a young girl, Hannah Greener, from North England, died after receiving chloroform anesthetic before removal of an infected perennial causes of death were investigated in the year 1848. Later, in 1803, sorry, 1803, reports of other deaths, alerts raised by the clinicians and the public about the safety of anesthesia culminated in the establishment of a commission by Lancet Journal to report deaths caused by anesthesia. The results were published in 1893. So it was first occurred in the allopathic field. So later they have initiated this pharmacovigilance in the allopathy system of medicine. Then it was extended to our Ayush also slowly. Pure Food and Drug Act was enacted in the USA in 1906, establishing that drugs must be pure and free of any contamination in the year 1906. Coming to in 1937, 107 deaths were caused by the use of sulfanilamide elixir containing diethyl glycol as the solvent. This solvent was considered the cause of deaths, but the manufacturing companies were not aware about this fact at that time. Consequently, the Federal Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act was established in 1938. Coming to 1961, in the year, tragedy of thalidomide occurred. In 1961, Dr. McBride, an Australian doctor, wrote a letter to the editor of the Lancet Journal in which he suggested a connection between congenital malformation of babies and thalidomide as a result of the tragedy. Critical issues, especially the reliability of animal tests, the behavior of the industrial company, and the importance of monitoring the drugs after their marketing. This tragedy changed the system of pharmacovigilance because the spontaneous reporting of adverse drug reactions became systematic, organized, and regulated. In the year 1962, in USA, the amendment requiring the safety and efficacy data of drugs before pre-marketing submission was approved. In the year again 1964, the yellow card was structured in the United Kingdoms. Whereas in 1968, World Health Organization program for international drug monitoring was instituted and 10 members participated in this program. Australia, UK, USA, Germany, Canada, Ireland, Sweden, Denmark, New Zealand, and Netherlands. Whereas coming to in India, pharmacovigilance under Ministry of Ayush was established in the year 2004. WHO emphasized that the traditional medicines are to be included into pharmacovigilance system. next to modern system of medicine. The general concept of drug safety monitoring went through different forms, but the Central Drug Standard Control Organization, CDSCO, established the present Pharmacovigilance Program of India in the year 2010. Now the program is well integrated with government legislation, a regulator as a leader, and a research center as part of the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. The Ministry of Ayush has introduced new central sector scheme. Yes, sir. Central sector scheme for promoting pharmacovigilance of Ayurveda, Shuddha, Unani, homeopathy, and Savarigpa drugs to manage a database of adverse drug reactions and evolving evidence-based recommendations towards clinical safety of ASU and Savarigpa drugs. Besides these, the program also undertakes surveillance of objectionable or misleading advertisements. What is the importance and significance of pharmacovigilance in clinical practice and role of the practitioners? Safety monitoring of medicines in the common use should be an integral part of clinical practice. The degree with which the clinicians are informed about the principles of pharmacovigilance and practice has a large impact on healthcare quality. The drug safety monitoring is an essential element for the effective use of medicines, and for high quality medical care. It has the potential to inspire confidence and trust among the patients and health professionals in medicines, and contributes to the rising standards of medical practice. Healthcare practitioners are in a position to make good use of their patients' positive and negative experiences of the treatment to contribute to medical science and an improved understanding of the diseases and medicine. Coming to the global aims of pharmacovigilance, risk reduction and boosting benefits against the use of medicines and all medical and paramedical interventions, to improve patient care safety, to improve the public health and safety, to contribute to the assessment of benefit, harm, effectiveness, and risk, to promote understanding, education, and clinical training in pharmacovigilance and its effective communication to healthcare professionals and also to the public. The Ministry of Ayush felt it is necessary in the interest of public health to oversee the impact of ASU and Savarigpa drugs. Important to monitor the risk benefit ratio of drugs, improving patients' safety and quality of life. Pharmacovigilance initiative will facilitate detection of potentially unsafe ASU and Savarigpa drugs. Need to check the pharmacovigilance needs to check the increasing incidence of misleading and objectionable advertisement for taking regulatory action against them. The quality issues and safety concerns in respect of homeopathy drugs have been raised from various sources. Some of the pharmaceuticals were also questioned by, for example, I should not mention the company's name. Some adulteration was taken place. One among the Indian homeopathic pharmaceutical company was also, they have, public have a large complaint, high court petition also, but it was unproved. Like that, public or any stakeholders can lodge a complaint when they get suspicion or a doubt or in something adverse reactions or adverse events after taking a particular system of medicine. So this is the main thing for this pharmacovigilance. Who are all the stakeholders of pharmacovigilance? A patient, public, media, pharmaceutical industry and association, physician and medical regulators are the stakeholders for this pharmacovigilance. There are certain central schemes for implementing the pharmacovigilance in the field of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, and Savarigpa drugs. The Ministry of Ayush has introduced a new central sector scheme for promoting pharmacovigilance of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathy, and also Savaragpa drugs. The prime objective of the scheme is to develop the culture of documenting adverse effects and undertake safety monitoring of Ayurveda, ASU, and Savarigpa drugs, and surveillance of misleading advertisements appearing in the print and electronic, these social medias. What are all these schemes? Let us go in detail. The Ministry of Ayush has introduced a new central scheme for promoting pharmacovigilance Ayurveda. Okay, I have completed. The purpose of the pharmacovigilance initiative for ASU and Savarigpa drug is to collect, collate, and analyze data to establish evidence for clinical safety of the ASU and Savarigpa drugs in a scientific manner for documenting clinical evidences of safety of these drugs and undertake surveillance of advertisements of these drugs or on these system of medicines. Pharmacovigilance initiative for ASU and Savarigpa drugs, it aims at inculcating the reporting culture among the consumers as well as ASU and Savarigpa practitioners to facilitate documentation of adverse drug reactions and instances of misleading advertisements of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, and Savarigpa drugs. To developing a system-wise database of adverse drug reactions of ASU and Savarigpa drugs. It in evolving the evidence-based recommendation regarding the clinical safety and improper advertisement of ASU and Savarigpa drugs for regulatory actions. Who will regulate and who are all the competent authoritative to take the regulatory actions means the concerned drug licensing authorities and the drug inspectors in the particular state who are under the purview of this Commissioner of Ayush or Secretary of Ayush in different states all over the India. What is are all the hierarchy of pharmacovigilance centers in the Ministry of Ayush is like this. First, the central drug controller will be there under Ministry of Ayush for ASU and Savarigpa. So below that, National Pharmacovigilance Coordination Center, which is located at the All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, Ministry of Ayush. Under that NPVC, 5 IPVCs, intermediary pharmacovigilance centers for ASU and Savarigpa centers located in different parts of India. One among is for homeopathy, NIH Calcutta, it is also one of the major IPVC center. So they are all five IPVCs are National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, IGPT RA, Jamnagar, NIS, National Institute of Siddha, Chennai, NIH, Kolkata, National Institute of Unani Medicine, Bangalore. Under this, each IPVC, there will be different PPVCs. PPVC, it is a peripheral pharmacovigilance center for Ayurveda and homeopathy, Siddha, and also Unani and Savarigpa. So 17 centers were there for this Ayurveda PPVCs. They are Himachal Pradesh 1, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra. And there will be 11 centers in the Ayurveda PPVCs. Again, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Kerala, Karnataka comes under IPVC Jamnagar. Coming to National Institute of Chennai, PPVCs are 14 that comes under the Siddha system. Under Siddha system, there are 14 PPVCs. So 14 center New Delhi 1, Kerala 1, Puducherry 1, and in Tamil Nadu, 11 centers are there. Coming to the Calcutta, 11 centers are there. Uttar Pradesh 1, Kerala 1, Karnataka 1, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, each one, Assam 1, Orissa 1, Madhya Pradesh 1, West Bengal 2, and Maharashtra 1. Coming to the Unani system of medicine, the peripheral pharmacovigilance centers, 10 centers are there located in New Delhi 1, Jammu and Kashmir 1, Andhra Pradesh 1, Telangana 1, Maharashtra 1, Madhya Pradesh 1, Tamil Nadu 1, West Bengal 1, Uttar Pradesh 2. So what are all the responsibilities about for the pharmacovigilance centers, peripheral pharmacovigilance centers? All over India, 74 peripheral pharmacovigilance centers in including all the eyes systems, not the, except yoga. So now another 25 PPVCs, peripheral pharmacovigilance centers, are under pipeline. The government of India is processing, and very soon it will be also functional. So let us know the again PPVC's responsibilities: to document and monitor the adverse drug reactions of ASU and the Savarigpa system. Also seek periodic safety update reports from the ASU and Savarigpa drug manufacturing companies for all the patent and proprietary of the drugs, organizing awareness, building and capacity building workshops for the stakeholders. I have already explained to you. Scrutinize the project proposals of the PPVCs in consultation with the concerned IPVCs, conducting causality assessment for all the signals regarding the adverse drug reactions of ASU and Savarigpa, for recommending regulatory action by Ministry of Ayush, reviewing the performance of IPVC and PPVCs are at regular intervals, and recommend regarding their continuity in the program. So these are all the responsibilities. Coming to the intermediary pharmacovigilance centers, I said already, informed you that 5 centers are there all over India. Document again, its duty responsibilities are document and monitor the ADRs of ASU and Savarigpa drugs, collect the information regarding the ADRs of research. Each peripheral center PPVC will file the complaints. So what are all they come across in the social medias about this fake advertisement and misleading advertisement. The PPVCs will give report to the submit the report to the IPVCs. Finally, a PVC will be submitted to the national NPVC. So these are all the responsibilities. Peripheral pharmacovigilance centers document and monitor the ADRs of ASU and drugs. I already informed to you briefly. Let us go to the basic terminology used in the pharmacovigilance. Side effect: unintended effect occurring at normal dose related to the pharmacological properties. Adverse drug event: called any untoward medical occurrence that may present during treatment with a medicine, but which does necessarily have a causal relationship with the treatment. Coming to the serious adverse event, an adverse event which results in death is life-threatening, requires in patients hospitalization or prolongation of existing hospitalization, results in persistent or significant disability or incapacity, or is a congenital anomaly, birth defect. In the field of Ayush, other than yoga, the side effects or adverse AEs or serious adverse very less compared to the other system of medicine. The ADR monitoring and reporting of ASU and Savarigpa drugs. So what is an adverse drug reaction? Let us know. An adverse drug reaction is a response to a drug which is noxious and unintended, and which occurs after administering doses normally used in men for prophylaxis, diagnosis, or therapy of disease, or for the modification of physiological function. There is a causal relationship between a drug and an adverse drug reaction. Types of adverse drug reactions: predictable, type A, or augmented reactions. Mechanism-based adverse reactions based on the pharmacological proprietaries of the drug include side effects, toxic effects, and consequences of drug withdrawal. More common dose related and mostly preventable and reversible. Unpredictable type B or bizarre reactions based on peculiarities of the patient and not on drugs known actions, allergy and idiosyncrasy. They are less common, often non-dose related, generally more serious and require withdrawal of the drugs. These are all the types of adverse drug reactions. ADRs, adverse reactions and homeopathic drugs. So medicinal aggravation, homeopathic aggravation, disease aggravations. So disease aggravation, improper selection of medicine. Medicinal aggravation is called frequent repetition when administered higher potency than required, can be also considered as an adverse drug event. Homeopathic aggravation, correct medicine in correct potency is chosen. Under these above three conditions in homeopathy, ADRs will be observed. Factors contributing increase of ADRs, excessive and irrational drug use, aggressive and inaccurate marketing and advertising, uninformed patient use, and their demands for the medicines, lack of accurate drug information. So these are all the examples for this ADRs, adverse drug reactions. How to recognize an adverse drug reaction? Take proper history and do proper examination. Ensure that medicine advised is only taken by the patient and the advised time and dosage. Other causes, underlying diseases of the patient. Establish time relationship, immediately developed or after some time. Verify onset of suspected ADRs was after the drug taken, not before. Time interval between the beginning of drug treatment and the onset of the event. De-challenge and re-challenge. De-challenge, withdrawal of the drug. Positive de-challenge, improvement of reaction when de-challenge occurs. Re-challenge, reintroducing the drug after de-challenge. Check the known pharmacology of medicine. Is the reaction known to occur with the particular drug? What is an adverse drug reaction, drug event, ADE? An adverse drug event is an injury resulting from the use of a particular drug. The term ADE includes harm caused by the drug, adverse drug reactions and overdoses, and harm from the use of the drug, including dose reductions and discontinuations of drug therapy. Adverse drug events may result from medication errors also. What is a medication error? Medication errors are mishaps that occur during prescribing, transcribing, dispensing, administering, adherence, or monitoring a drug. For examples of these medication errors include misreading or miswriting a prescription. Medication errors that are stopped before harm can occur or sometimes called near misses or close calls, or more formally a potential adverse drug event. The data and reports, reporting types, spontaneous reporting, aggregate reporting, expedited reporting, and clinical trial reporting. These are the 4 types of reporting types for the data and reports. And adverse drug reactions and adverse drug event reporting, how we can do, how it may be done. Alertness, advisory, motivation, accreditation, implementation, lack of knowledge, and ignorance of consumers, easy access to digital media, easy availability of OTC drugs, how to overcome the difficulties. Organizing awareness programs or regulatory guidelines may facilitate the purpose, probably yes or probably no. Lack of motivation of the officials, lack of motivation and knowledge of manufacturers, lack of time of physicians. These are all the factors for these points for to be remembered for reporting the ADE and ADR. Now, pharmacovigilance of these ASU and Savarigpa drugs, there is a formata. So this formata, next slide, we will be explaining to you reporting form for suspected adverse reactions. So in this personal information of the consumers, patients, ADR reporters will be kept confidential. All suspected reactions are to be reported with the relevant details. All completed forms are to be submitted to the program coordinator of nearby centers, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy, and also Savarikpa. These are all the center, and this is the formata. If you go to this pharmacovigilance on the website, you will come across all these formats clearly. This is the detailed patient consumer identification. Please complete or tick below. And if you submit this formata, so definitely action will be taken, and the concerned officer, state licensing authority, drug inspector will be given duties to inquire and take necessary action. Accordingly, the commissioner will write to this different legal action. The commissioner and the drug licensing authority of the different states are the empowered to take legal actions on the erring pharmaceuticals in the Ayush, Asu and Savarigpa. We observed that many quacks, these RMPs and other doctors, and also some manufacturing pharmaceuticals will giving nowadays more and more these misleading advertisements, and in spite of that, they are encashing by cheating the public and the patients. So this is the formata which will help for this to submit this report. And this is a national pharmacovigilance center and zonal pharmacovigilance centers, regional pharmacovigilance centers, peripheral pharmacovigilance centers. This is the just a setup for this pharmacovigilance program and other zones in India. So what to report? Who can report? Where to report? What happens to the submitted reports? Direct reporting, www.ayushsuraksha.com. This is the pharmacovigilance website, and you can go to this, open this website and give this through this formata given previous slide. Like that, the formata can be filled and submit to this website. So who are all the, again, that doctors, pharmacists, and all healthcare professionals who should report, nurses and drug manufacturers and dentists. These are all the stakeholders. They can use, if necessary, the above format and submit to the website. Why to report? Moral responsibility, concern and economic burden to the patient and government, vast genetic and ethnic variability with different disease prevalences. What to report? The program encourages reporting of all suspected drug-related adverse events, including those suspected to have been caused by interaction with any other drugs or food incompatibilities, using suspected adverse drug reaction reporting form ASU and Sawarik drugs with Naranjo criteria of assessment. We know the format of Naranjo criteria. It is also one of the major important form in the research field also. The reporting of seemingly insignificant or common adverse reactions would be important, since they may highlight a widespread prescribing problem. Our role as doctors to prevent ADRs, educating the patient, reporting ADRs, reporting any misleading advertisements, rational prescribing of medicines. Safety, always, every patient, every time. So, the pharmacovigilance centers for Ayurveda, Unani, Homeopathy, Savarigpa drug set up different parts of the country under the central scheme of ministry. Miss 1 minute, sir. Coming to the, yes, coming to the now Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, also it is misleading. So how? Let us go to the history. The act was prepared in accordance to the recommendations of the Chopra Committee formed in 1930. British misrule providing poor healthcare system to Indian citizens. Observations made by Drugs Enquiry Committee, Indian Medical Association, reports in Indian Medical Gazette during 1920 to 30. In the 40, Drugs and Cosmetics Act was established in India by India by the Indian government. The related drugs rules was passed in 1945. Since 1940, the act has undergone several amendments and is now known as the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. It was also extended to this ASU and Savarikpa drugs by the Ministry of Ayush. It is helpful for the regulate the import, manufacture, distribution and sale of drugs and cosmetics through licensing. Manufacture, distribution and sale of drugs and cosmetics by qualified persons only. To prevent substandard in drugs, to regulate the manufacture and sale of ASU and Savarikpa drugs. To establish Drugs Technical Advisory Board, DTAP, and Drugs Consultative Committee for all allopathic and allied drugs and cosmetics. So these are all the DCC, CDL Licensing Authority, Controlling Authority, Government Analyst, D&C Drugs and Cosmetics Act established in 1940 structure. This is the structure of Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940. Drugs Technical Advisory Board, DTAP. So Director General of Health Sciences. So like this now in our Ayush also different hierarchy is there, and its functions are to advise the central government and state governments on the technical matters to carry out other functions assigned to it by this act. So Drugs and Consultative Committee Constitution. So these are all the different boards, committees. They will act. Let us go to the next few slides. So licensing, let us know the licensing authorities and their roles. Qualification is graduate in pharmacy, pharmaceutical chemistry, or in medicine with a specialization in clinical pharmacology or microbiology from a university established in India by law, and experience in the manufacturer or testing of drugs, a minimum period of 5 years, provided that the requirements, and they will be mainly working in the state governments under these our in Ayush systems commissioner's office. So these are all the qualifications. Now their power is any premises where in any drug or cosmetic is being manufactured, in any premises where in any drug or cosmetic being sold or stocked or exhibited or offered for sale or distributed. To take samples of any drug or cosmetics which is being manufactured or being sold or is stocked or exhibited or offered for sale or is being distributed from any person who is in the course of conveying, delivering, or preparing to deliver such a drug or cosmetic to a purchaser or a consignee. Other duties of these drug inspectors: search in places, persons, vehicles, verification of stock registers, seizing of medical shops of any offences under this act. So provision of act: import, manufacture, sale, labeling and packaging. Drugs and Cosmetics Act 2000 rights revised the same. In this, how much punishment will be given? Enhancement in punishment: life imprisonment for offenders involved in manufacture, sale and distribution of spurious and adulterated drugs likely to cause a grievous hurt. Minimum punishment of 7 years, which may extend to life imprisonment also. Provision for compensation to affected persons under Drugs and Cosmetics Act 2018. The Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisements Act also established in 1954. Under this, enacted by the Indian Parliament and published in 30th April 1954, the Drugs and Cosmetics Magic Remedies Objectionable Drug Advertisements Act 1954. This is also very prevalent, makes the violation of the provisions with regard to prohibition a cognizable offense. To control the advertisement of drugs in certain cases, to prohibit the advertisement for certain purposes of remedies alleged to possess magic qualities. So what is a drug? A medicine for the, all of, a medicine for the internal or external use, any substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of disease. Any article other than food intended to affect or influence in any way the structure or any organic function of the body. objectionable advertisements. The Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954 came into force in the 3rd April 54. The Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Rule 1955, 1st April 1955 came into force. The Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Amendment Act came into force 1963, 7th December 1963. The Drugs and Cosmetics 11th Amendment Rule appeared in the enforced in 2018, 21st December 2018. Section 3, prohibition of advertisement of certain drugs for treatment of certain diseases and disorders. No person shall take any part in publication of any advertisement referring to any drug which lead to use of that drug for the procurement of miscarriage in women or prevention of conception in women, the maintenance or improvement of the capacity of human beings for sexual pleasure, the correction of menstrual disorder in women, the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of any disease, disorder or condition specified in the schedule. What is the schedule? No. Section 4, prohibition of misleading advertisements relating to drugs. No person shall take any part in the publication of any advertisement relating to drug if the advertisement contains any matters which directly or indirectly gives a false impression regarding the true character of the drugs, makes a false claim for the drug, is otherwise false or misleading in any material particular. What is a misleading advertisement? Advertisement, any notice, circular, label, wrapper or other document and any announcement made orally or by any means of producing or transmitting light, sound or smoke. So misleading advertisement could be broadly defined as any advertisement or a promotion through television, radio or any other electronic media, newspaper, banners, posters, handbills, wall writing, etc. to misrepresent the nature, characteristics, qualities or geographic origin of goods, services or commercial activities so as to mislead the consumer. And this is section 5, prohibition of advertisement of magic remedies for treatment of certain diseases and disorders. Magic remedy includes talisman, mantra, kavacha and any other charm of any kind which is alleged to possess miraculous powers for or in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of any disease. No person shall take any part in publication of any advertisement referring to any drug which lead to the use of the drug for the procurement of miscarriage in women or prevention of conception in women, the maintenance or improvement of the capacity of human beings for sexual pleasure. Already we have discussed this one. So section 7, like that, there are many rules, central sector schemes and rules amended by the government of India. These are all the diseases, the scheduled diseases, disorders or conditions which we are not supposed to give any advertisement, particularly about this mentioned diseases. Nearly 54. You can go through the Pharmacovigilance website and get this information. State licensing authorities established under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act and responsibilities I have already informed to you, and efforts of central government. These are all the category wise breakup of misleading advertisements reported by PPVC RRI Gudivada. So RRI Gudivada has in the July 2021, we have started, when I joined in the Gudivada Institute, I have started this reporting of finding out from the misleading advertisements in the different various platforms of social media and reported like this. In Andhra Pradesh, 6 misleading advertisements were noticed and given complaint was lodged with the state drug licensing authorities and commissioners of ICE. For Himachal Pradesh, 2, and Uttar Pradesh 1, Kerala 1, West Bengal 1, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu 1, and Unani system, New Delhi 1, homeopathy, Kerala 2, Andhra Pradesh 1, Tamil Nadu 1. Among these, we find out the more, I think nearly 20 we have lodged these complaints till 31st March 22. Out of that, again, most of the manufacturers are these pharmaceuticals or Ayurveda. So Ayurveda, we are getting more these fake advertisements, misleading advertisements. This is a Rumal, example, Jija, homeopathic laboratories, I think from Kerala. So, and name of the drug, homeopathy room oil. Name of the advertiser, Ismail Said, Jija Homeopathic Laboratories. He is manufacturing this and giving misleading advertisements. So we have given a complaint to the respective state commissioners and drug licensing authorities. There is no response. This is from Andhra Pradesh. Cancer, relating to cancer, it treats very nicely, and we have also given a complaint to this state drug licensing authorities, and it is being manufactured in the Hyderabad area. And at that time, we have given a complaint to this Punarjana Ayurveda Pharmacy, Kukatpalli, Hyderabad, and we have also lodged a complaint. So, like this, isotin eye drops is being manufactured in this Ayurveda system of medicine, and we have also lodged a complaint with this concerned drug licensing authorities, Uttar Pradesh. Now, this is a 10 days fat burner. This is a shape your body 10 days weight loss mix. This is also misleading advertisement relating to the field of Ayurveda, and we have also lodged a complaint for this related this Tamil Nadu drug licensing authority. They have responded. Action will be taken very soon. So the main thing, another one is Jigrin. Jigrin is a different another Unani medicine, and it is being manufactured at Delhi. And we have also, but very few drug licensing authorities and the commissioners are giving response. And this, these are all the things. This is also from Andhra Pradesh. Ayurveda Kayam. Of course, it was published in Telugu newspaper, and being it is a Gujarat manufacturer, Ayurvedic medicine. We have also lodged a complaint. So, and this is another Ayurvedic syrup. It claims that without surgery, heart problem, heart blocks will be removed. So this is a very unfortunate to cheat the public and patients by this pharmaceutical company, and that's why the schemes and the rules and the strict action is not being taken by these state governments. Effectively, the state government has to take proper action. Then only the manufacturing companies will stop this giving this misleading advertisements, and also preparing this. They will avoid. They will stop this type of manufacturing this unscientific medicines. So pharmacovigilance finally, it plays a key role in the healthcare system through assessment, monitoring, and discovery of interactions amongst drugs and their effects in human. For safety in medication, monitoring of adverse drug reactions required for each medicine throughout its life cycle during development of the drug, such as pre-marketing, including early stages of drug design, clinically trials, and post-marketing surveillance is of most significance. Fatal ADRs registered during the last 10 years correspond to just 1% of the total number of ADRs. So like this, the government of India is taking its efforts to control these misleading advertisements. So finally, conclusion, let us work together for the development of homeopathy. Let us show the strength of homeopathy. Let us improve the success rate of homeopathy. Let us become a part of divine cause of restoring health of sick humanity. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you, one and all. And this is the RRI Gudivada email and address. If you have any doubts, please communicate with us through the mail. We will give reply, and we are doing our level best for the control of these misleading advertisements and pharmacovigilance effectively, and the rest is vested with the governments, different state governments, who are all the competent authorities and empowered to take legal actions among the erring pharmaceuticals. And thank you so much for your patience listening. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Bravo.
Raju, sir. I think you gave a wonderful idea, and many they were not aware of these legal issues as well as what is the significance and importance of the vigilance. And
Yes,
sir, we have a doubt.
Yes, sir.
See, though knowingly all these things, many companies are giving the false advertisements. Why the actions have been not taken on that?
Yeah, this is the the action in the sense, sir, just like this local police, the state drug licensing authorities were empowered to take legal action. They when we have reported to them to take legal action, they are supposed to take, but they are not taking. This is the that's why the act is not being properly justified. This is the thing. The state drug licensing authorities who are functioning under working under commissioner or different states of Ayush, they are empowered. Vested this power, sir.
Means you mean to say that the Ayush director or the commissioner of Ayush, they have to take action?
Yes, sir. All these Ayush, I accept this yoga, ASU and Savarigpa, pharmaceuticals license will be issued by them.
Yeah, you are right.
So they can cancel. As I said, my 2-3 slides, life imprisonment, 7 years.
I remember, sir. For example, I will tell you.
Yes, sir.
It is a local manufacturing unit. For example, in Bangalore only or in Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
Local manufacturing unit, okay, there we can complain and do it. But if it is from the other state or the center, somewhere Delhi, somewhere Gurgaon or any Punjab or somewhere they are manufacturing, but they make a publicity of the things.
Definitely. Definitely, but they are not taking because don't know the reason. Out of 20 complaints we registered with the different state licensing authorities from April 21 to March 22, only one that is Tamil Nadu drug licensing authority has given responded, sir, we will definitely take action. What action they have taken, we don't know. So like the time is passing, action is not being taken by the different drug licensing authorities of the various states.
Means you mean to say that other way it gives a scope for some other practice?
Definitely, sir. Definitely. When you see,
they are all succumbed for money, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it may be, sir. It may be. So that is the reason it is not being effectively taken action.
Implemented.
Yeah, implemented. This is the thing going on in India.
No, because what I am observing for the last 10 years or something, where the homeopathic pharmaceutical companies are increasing their products by the different names.
Yes, sir.
They take the allopathic patent medicines, which is coming out, and it's very difficult to rely on that. And they claim so many diseases.
Definitely, sir.
And so many combinations that is also against to the homeopathic principle.
Yeah. Definitely, sir.
But that is coming up, and everybody is encouraging that. The problem is that in a society, sir, counter sales,
yes, sir.
Pharmacies, the counter sales happens.
Yes, sir.
You have prescribed, for example, any one medicine by name some gastric something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See,
yes,
then
sir.
next onwards, the patient only will go and they purchase and they continue that. It is something which is developing a very bad trend in the system. Earlier, it was not there.
Yes, sir.
When we all started practicing, then nothing was there.
Yes, sir.
Only the pharmacy we used to get only the dilutions or a mother tincture, except that these patent medicines were not there. Nowadays, the patent medicine is more than the medicines were to use.
Yes, sir.
Then why the authority? Okay, it is a complaining from the public is one. Why the authority itself, they could not able to take any action?
The drug inspectors are the field workers. They have to go and visit the sites.
Sir, you keep your video on, sir. No problem.
Mahesh, 1 minute. Video on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, at the research level, they are convincing the government and then officials that these patents also equally effective. Just like required, just like any other patent medicine, they have just only going on pumping on the counter. So side effects, nobody is reporting and.
Yeah, no, I will add to that Dr. Srinivasulu's point. See, some more other things, what is happening, the public only will go and ask the things, or a pharmaceutical or sorry, pharmacy who is maintaining, though he is not a doctor, he's just running a pharmacy, that will
100%.
also gives, no, this is a good for kidney, this is good for heart, this is good for renal stone, this is good for brain, this is good for memory. See, where the doctor's memory has lost, but they are minting the money.
Definitely, sir. It is 100% correct. Your
But how it can be rectified or corrected? What the measures can be made?
the
Because-
mainly
Huh?
the field worker, the field staff officers like drug inspectors of in this our Ayush
Okay, okay.
working.
Huh.
It is mainly depend upon them.
Okay.
The mechanism they have to suggest or the
No, sir.
action to be taken.
No. What I'm asking,
Hmm.
see, for example, it came to my notice. I am a practitioner,
Yes, sir.
not any layman. To
Hmm.
whom they have to complain?
Yeah, that is I have given that website, sir. That website, if you lodge your complaint in that website, Ayush Suraksha, there is a
Okay.
format. ADR, adverse drug reactions, and also for the misleading advertisements,
Okay.
Drugs and Cosmetics Act. So in the website,
And, sir, okay. This still further I will come. Just for interest, I will tell you.
yes, sir.
In the TVs, some of the what I can say, so-called
Many we are
corporate,
accusing.
corporate clinics.
Yes, sir.
Corporate homeopathic.
Yes,
they,
sir.
They make a much advertisement. They claim, psoriasis 100% cure.
Definitely,
Come to
definitely.
our place.
Hair
Par-
growth.
They will also comes under this
That's
pharmacovigilance.
what. No. They say very openly. No, they say,
Definitely. Yeah. TVs, newspapers, and journal, weekly, weekend journals
Magazines.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
magazines.
No, you are right. But TV actually is a biggest media what we have seen, and they are taking undue advantage of the advertisements.
Definitely, sir.
And even other day I was watching 11:30 in the night the TV thing coming. They were claiming about so many what I can say the sexual neurasthenia cases, and we have a very 100% cure, and this medicine is there, that medicine is there. False assurances they were giving.
Yes, sir. So the field officers are not properly. The action cannot be initiated if they take some bribe from that wearing manufacturers. Action cannot be taken.
That is the one thing, sir. I would like to know,
yes, sir,
if that is the thing, what is the role of the channels?
Role of the channel, since just like you compare with these police officers, if constable is not doing properly his job, how inspectors will take and how SPs will take, that's all. That is the thing, sir.
100%.
Yes.
Because they take a good amount of money for advertisement.
Yeah, that's all.
100%.
Yeah.
It is just only in the books our rules are.
Books, yeah, that's all. Act. So this is the thing about this pharmacovigilance, sir. And recently also
told. Valuable information. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this support.
This is a very good information. Many, even very senior practitioners, also not aware of all this Drug and Cosmetics Act and the new laws and the rules what they have framed and what action
so
can be taken.
All over India, 74 vigilance centers are there.
Okay.
My duty, each vigilance center duty is to find out this type of misleading advertisements given by these pharmaceuticals, pharmaceuticals, and lodge a complaint. That's all. Lodging a complaint is our duty only. Action is not in our hands. So,
sir, there is a question, Raju.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Raju, there is a question.
Yes, sir.
That even YouTube also, for example, I am making a YouTube channel. I claim many so and so diseases have been treated, and you come to my clinic or this thing. Whether that also comes under this act?
Definitely, sir. Disease, if you mention a particular disease and it will be treated, it will be treated.
Anything which comes as an advertisement.
Yes, sir. That also comes under this.
There are two things, sir. One is awareness, giving
yes,
awareness regarding the system.
Yes, sir.
Making a publicity of the system.
Yeah.
Is one thing.
Yes, sir.
Another thing is publicity, advertisement of the particular clinic or the place. See, there are two things are there. See, in certain channels, what happens actually they are bringing the notice of this.
Sir, you can give your address of the clinic or nursing home. But particular diseases about this hydrocele without surgery, without surgery, I will or without surgery, I will treat if somebody is giving like that or appendectomy.
Okay, okay.
These are all the things, it is a cheating. It is a misleading the public. Misleading the patient.
Instead of cheating, it's a misleading the public.
Yeah, and encashing the particular physicians
Okay,
or
okay.
pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
So
Many
these,
they do that. That's why
Yes,
I asked in the media. So see, even I remember during COVID time also, many doctors they claim that they have cured. I don't know because
you are right. You are right, sir.
when we talk about the pharmacovigilance, then that point also has to come, no?
Yes, sir.
See,
So
even
all
they-
over India, finally 75 centers are working on this, but the action to be taken by the drug licensing
Sir,
authorities.
you are in Udupi sometime in Karnataka, any center?
Yes,
is there?
sir. 1 year I worked, sir, Udupi.
Yeah, no, I
In
know.
2002.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yes,
During
sir,
that
yes.
time, I think we met.
Yes,
Then
sir.
what I'm asking, in Karnataka, any center is there? You
Sir,
have any?
unfortunately, they have closed, sir, and you people have to initiate to
Where
establish
it was,
it.
sir?
Now it is not there, sir. Udupi after
In
my
Udupi research unit was there. That unit was
mission
completed.
compound,
Then
mission
disposed, yeah.
compound, it
Yeah,
was
I know.
there. And
Before,
it
I
was,
think before you come, Sridhar Kurup was there.
Kurup.
Yeah, I know.
My after myself, Dr. Indira from Kottayam has worked there, and during her period, it was closed, sir.
It was closed. I know. I am
Yes,
aware
sir.
of that.
Yes, sir. Closed, and it was merged with Kottayam, sir. Kottayam Center.
Then this pharmacovigilance center, I'm asking. Is there any center?
No pharmaco. Would it be Karnataka on Bangalore is there, sir? I will let you know the information.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, sir, please let me know.
NIUM Bangalore.
Yeah.
National Institute of Unani Medicine Bangalore is there. Rest I will find out and give you a message, sir.
Yeah,
I will
please.
inform you.
Yeah. Because
Definitely.
in case we need any such things, otherwise
Definitely.
also we'll contact you. Certainly, it is a very good topic you have covered, and we are so proud, sir, because I was in the impression that we will discuss something about the disability, and you are working in Chennai for that.
Next time I will give you, sir.
Yeah, certainly. No, that we are interested to listen
Definitely.
that cases because you have a lot many experiences. At present, if my memory goes right, my knowledge goes right, where no one has, even CCRH, no one has worked as much as you worked for this disabled.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. During the period of Dr. Manchanda, I got an opportunity to establish this one with the help of the.
That credit should go to you. Here, many of the viewers of our KQHD team may not be knowing. I am aware of that. That's why after some time, we will have certainly the discussion on that physical disability. Dr. Swami and Patel, sir, actually, Dr. Kolli Raju was mainly concentrated on that, and he established it Chennai so well that that center actually should go in his name. That credit should go to him. Only at the verge of retirement, he went to the Gudivada, and he did give him a big hand. That is really, we are proud of you, sir. But that all the cases we would like to listen from you for some time. Then we could able to understand the scope of this homeopathy in that disability where the research work has been done and what the next scope for the research is there. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, unmute yourself. I think it is muted.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And next time we will give that disabilities about the brief of Center HDRH Chennai.
Yeah, sir. Now who is in charge, sir?
Dr. Karthikeyan from Salem. Yes, sir. He is the in charge.
Okay.
And we will have a discussion on that next time, sir.
Yeah, certainly we will discuss
Thank
that.
you.
Any other questions are there? Please, the audience, you can unmute yourself and you can ask.
I want to ask a question, Raju ji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Raju garu,
most welcome, sir.
When you are asking for when you are telling about the things, you said potency also.
Potency.
There's a problem of potency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this itself is a very big subject in the homeopathy. Which potency, what potency, each one. There's a big controversy on this.
Let us forget about our home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How can you put that in the vigilance case?
Dosage.
Now you prescribe 3x and Sripad prescribes 1m. I prescribe CM. For the same disease, same medicine. Tell me now.
I think it has to be changed, sir. Actually, that the dosage and all in homeopathy we cannot question and we cannot lodge a complaint. Yes,
Exactly.
yes, sir. It has to be
Exactly.
changed. I
Exactly.
agree. In other systems, particularly
That is okay.
period of time they are
Ah.
giving challenging and giving guarantee to the patients within 1 week, within a month, like that. The cancer. Yes, sir.
Raju garu, there is a point here.
Yes, sir.
Homeopathic medicines act on dynamic plane, where the fixing of be accurate.
Yes, sir.
Whereas in other systems, they act on physiological plane, pathological plane, anatomical level. So the
Definitely.
action can be fixed there, not in homeopathy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
On this issue,
only
you need to little
coming
think
to the
and pay attention.
definitely. Yes, sir. And only
Okay.
the thing. Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because the
One and all.
sir, Patel sir, what the vigilance says that is a claiming within that 1 month I will cure, or a 3 months I will cure your cancer. 3 months I will see that your infertility
Yes,
has
that
gone.
is
You
a
will conceive.
problem.
The things are not
That's a big problem.
practiced, not a potency. Potency variations, because sometimes what they claim, no, claiming of the things are wrong. That's what they tell.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you once
question is
again.
there, you either you type it or you
Yes,
can ask.
send it to the rragudivada@gmail.com. We will give a reply, sir. Anything if you want, we will provide you the details.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Hegdeji.
Yeah.
And other
Thank you,
executive
sir,
committees.
sparing your time, valuable time with
No,
us.
it's my
and your
duty.
experience.
Being a homeopath is a new subject given by this Ministry of Ayush for us, each research centers.
No,
Most
it's
of
a
it.
good thing where we have to bring in awareness. And
Definitely.
certainly, sir, we have made a record also, and it will be spread to the other persons who could not able to attend today. They
Definitely.
will also see that, and it's a good lesson for everyone.
Right, sir.
And practicing ethically. That's a very good message should go from this platform, from Karnataka Qualified Homeopathy Doctors Association. That is our objective. Okay.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Stay with us for 2-3 minutes more, sir. We'll have the concluding remarks by Professor Dr. B.D. Patel, sir, followed by the vote of thanks. Patel, sir, over to you.
Well, friends, this was a new topic for us. This was a new topic and unknown topic for us, which we never explored earlier. There has been discussion on various things, but this is one which everybody feels, everybody felt, but never articulated. Now we have somebody who is talking on this issue. That's very good, and we thank especially Dr. Hegdeji for arranging this talk by Dr. Raju. And Dr. Raju ji, చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు మీరు, స్పష్టంగా క్లియర్ గా అందరికి అర్థమయ్యేటట్టు. It was very clear, very exclusive, very exhaustive.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
After a long time, I have seen your wonderful face.
Thank you, sir.
So
nice,
we
sir.
need to see you often. You can
thank
even
you. Thank you. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay. And a great subject which has not been explored. Thank you, Dr. Rajuji, once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kindly send me the feedback, sir, from the from your side.
Yeah, certainly, sir.
Please. Thank you, sir.
I now request Professor Dr. H.L. Swami, sir, to do the vote of thanks. Swami, sir.
Okay. Sorry, it was not unmuted now. Okay. Good evening, everybody. It was a great talk indeed. As rightly Dr. Patel sir told, this was a less talk topics, pharmacovigilance. See, pharmacovigilance need not be only the regarding the adverse effects or side effects. It's also regarding the improper way of advertising and claiming the things. So both is this the pros and cons and in detailed thing Dr. Raju described very well. Thank you very much for bringing this type of topic and this detailed PPT and presentation. Thank you very much, sir. And because of him today, we learned two things. One is pharmacovigilance. Other one is a new system which is introduced in Ayush, Savarikpa. So yes, which was not aware. So today we heard that also. So where the Buddhist type of medicine, Bhagwan Buddha started this thing, and it is now considered as a system of Indian medicine, and it is incorporated in the Ayush. So that is also new thing, sir. Thank you for, very much for
Thank you,
giving
sir.
the awareness, all these things. On behalf of Karnataka Qualified Homeopathic Doctors Association, I extend my warm thanks to today's speaker, Dr. Raju Garu. Namaskaram, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I request you to be regular with us, sir. And if possible, I extend my invitation to become a member of KQSDA. So it is a wonderful association for working for last 30 years. So we will be proud to be have a member like you. Please become the member of KQSDA, sir. And I thank our patron, Dr. B.D. Patel, sir. I thank our president, Dr. Shripad Hegde, and the general secretary, Dr. Shubha. And I thank the Trupti and Dr. Shilpa for your cooperation and coordinating this session. And I thank all the office bearers and all the members and all the attendees of doctors who attended today on our webinar. Thank you, each and everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
Tripti,
everyone. I
continue.
end the session.
Close.